Hey Capricorn, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning February the 8th. First and foremost, I've been wanting to touch base with all of the zodiacs, and I've done that in all of the weekly quick reads today, this week, is just to make you aware, Cappy, that unfortunately that it's starting to become more and more common within the lightwork community, and specifically with astrologists and tarot readers, whereby their pages are being duplicated and websites are being duplicated, and their followers are being targeted. Okay, so I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. It'd be very, sad to learn that anyone was sort of taken advantage of. So just please be very mindful. I wanted to make it clear that I currently have no promotions going at present. I would not seek you to, and I am not seeking anyone to register their details and credit card details to go in the draw for any free readings at present. If I was running any promotions, I would widely communicate that across all three of my social media channels, so Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Unfortunately, it's very easy to duplicate a page, and as well, it's also unfortunate, but it's very easy to duplicate a website. So just be mindful of the URL and the address above. So mine is indigo-ascension.com. But if something looks like a registration page asking to capture your credit card details, make sure you check the site address, because things like googlesites.com, but it could be named Indigo Ascension, all right? So I can see how it'd be very easy for someone to think it was a legitimate competition because they are screenshotting my photos, my logos, and whatnot, pictures that look similar, that are obviously the same as what's on my Facebook page. So just be mindful that any services and products will always be at your discretion and ordering when you go to my legitimate website address. So you can find my contact details obviously on Facebook and Instagram, and those two pages are Indigo Ascension 1. And of course my YouTube channel, as well as the three platforms that I use to communicate what's going on and what's available to clients. But let's go, Cappy, let's focus on your reading. You're doing a lot of second house activations with all of this Aquarius, this stellium of Aquarian energy that's happening, okay, up there in the skies. Now, it is a very special month, but let's rewind back to December when there was that powerful conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius, okay? It's when you guys literally handed over the responsibilities of carrying the load of Saturn. It's now Aquarius's turn to develop some new structures, new boundaries, new rules, and there's a bigger 3-year story here because Saturn will be in Aquarius for 3 years. Now, anything to do with Aquarius will always fall in your second house, Cappy. So it's all been about the money, honey. Go back to December 21st and how you notice an increase of this energy. Let's be honest, when we're activating house energy, just because the second house rules money and finance and possessions, let's not discount the fact that working with house energy will sometimes mean that we need to clean house so we can activate the highest potential of that house's offering, all right? So again, I wanted to focus on what happened in December when this Aquarian energy activated for you. I also now want to focus the middle card as far as representing the present times we're in with this stellium of Aquarian energy, as well as that new moon in Aquarius that's happening this week and Venus entering Aquarius. And then let's take a look at this bigger offering as far as Aquarius gifting you and your second house into 2023, all right? So sometimes it might mean we're starting to clean house back in December. By the end of 2023, there's a bigger story of abundance and reckoning and whatever the case may be. So maybe what you're doing now, being so focused on this area of your life sets the stage for the rest of your life as far as this bigger picture that develops within 3 years. By really making the most of this energy, activating your second house across the next 3 years, you'd be crazy not to. And that does not mean doing things the old way. I get it. You guys are very studious. You are very dedicated. You are the CEO of the Zodiac. But Aquarius energy is pushing us all into the higher octaves of our mind. It is one thing to carry old beliefs and know that something must change because I'm needing a balance, okay? Go back to last year's reading. There was a big focus on emotional connectivity, emotional experiences. You could kick goals in career all you want, money all you want. You can do it like the back of your hand, Cappy, you've got that in you. But there was this push towards something else, okay? So if that's relevant to you, take it on board. But that's what I wanted to identify, is with everything now shifting into Aquarius. Aquarius invites us all to take on board this new flow of things, this new way of doing things. It's very different energy to having Saturn in Capricorn, you know? Saturn in Aquarius is a different place altogether, and it's pushing us out of cognitive dissonance, pushing us out of our comfort zone. So you'll know in yourself if you have not responded within the urges within self about doing things differently. And I'm going to say it 100 times, the same old is not going to work. We're going to notice an increase, and hitting that same brick wall is going to be a lot harder because the rules have changed. Okay, doesn't mean you can't benefit from these amazing energies. Underneath the deck is the Three of Pentacles. There is a new partnership, a new beginning, a new apprentice-like energy, a new way to learn something is what I do want to say. Many Capricorns underneath all of this at present are identifying partnership opportunities, or at least like identifying other partners that you can sort of invite on board. This also, the Three of Coins, represents an apprentice-like energy. How are you learning how to balance work and home in a different way? Are you learning a whole new skill set that you're going to actually add to your repertoire, which is going to build and see you grow and be in a completely different place in 3 years' time, or enhance exactly what you've already got? Take it however it resonates. The Ace of... Sorry, Cappy, my video cut off for some reason. Maybe there's some symbolism in that. I was saying that Ace of Swords is a promotion energy, okay? It's a leveling up. This is also the clarity and truth. Maybe you are requiring clarity and truth before you sort of begin this new partnership. Take it however it resonates. Could be in the realms of love after a time of ending, closing massive karmic cycles, okay? We're talking about second house themes here. You guys are activating second house themes, which is about money. So this could be business partnership where I'm on the same heart page as someone else, is what I do want to say. You've got the health card as far as the soul journey cards. Okay, so when I see the health card, it always is going to be about my health, but I'll say it 1,000 times, health is more than just our physical health. It's our emotional health, our mental health, our energetic health, our spiritual health, okay? So take it however it resonates. The health card to me personally also represents my physical environment. What is or isn't healthy as far as routines, goals, ways in which you do things, what needs to change to enhance your sense of wellness. Where can you invite new partnerships? How are you going to do things differently under the this new chapter of a new beginning, okay? Again, it's an apprentice card. So I'm learning something new, and that doesn't have to be a whole new industry or career or skill set. It could be just learning how to juggle my life in a whole new way so it betters my health. So take it however it resonates, okay? There's some indecision, uncertainty. Again, you know, those comfortable blankets are very comfortable to carry. Maybe you guys are waiting on some clarity literally and feeling indecisive. So you're wanting truth before you can embark on a new partnership in business, which is ultimately affecting your second house, your money matters. All right, so take it however it resonates. Let's rewind back to December last year. There was a stagnant energy, perhaps. That's the shadow aspect of the Knight of Coins. But certainly there was a big focus on commitment, a big focus on contracts, a big focus on longevity. Maybe back in December it looked youthful, okay, because it is the Knight, it's not the Queen or the King. But I do want to say, out of all of the Knights, this one is the only one that is guaranteed the place as king at the throne. So you knew there was a bigger story to whatever you were looking at starting last year into the years ahead. This also rules the realms of commitment. So again, apply it however it resonates. If it is in relation to love and starting new partnerships, but first requiring truth is what I do want to say. Where you guys currently are at. The other thing, sorry, I didn't mention with this indecision card, it's about accessing intuition, okay? Oh, wow, Tower card, alrighty. You're awakening to something. Maybe there is a truth, okay, as far as a connection, as far as a significant connection that started. Maybe you're being made aware of certain truths. We are in Mercury retrograde. We are in Like this feels more like the energy into next week, because we do have a square Capricorn. Interesting to see what happens next. Look, I think I'm looking at both love and money here. Okay, so what I'm going to say, Cappy, I think there's a truthful conversation, wanting the truth. If it's to do with love, certainly this could also be just business partnerships. So if it's a love partnership that connects you into money, to the finance related to the couple, whatever the case may be, there could be conversations around that, new beginnings, requiring truth before I start a whole new beginning, awakening to something that really needs to change. And with the health card here, I do want to say how many are pushing themselves under old paradigms, old beliefs, old ways of functioning, where you knew change had to happen, because sometimes we get stopped in our tracks. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but sometimes my body will just shut down because I've pushed it that far, and I can't do anything but get some rest for a week or two. So I do want to make mention of that. That's why I was sort of a bit surprised. I'm like, are you guys still functioning in old ways? Again, I'll say it 1,000 times. This Aquarian energy is so emphasized. It's very rare to have a stellium of Aquarius. It's all push as empath. We're getting a lot of third eye and crown upgrades. You literally can be suffering headaches, and you know, whether metaphysics is your thing or not, it is all interconnected. So by all means, I'm not here to advise on health. Go and see your health advisor, your physician, your GP. But there is a lot of Aquarian energy and on energetic principles, you know, in energy healing that does rule the higher mind. It does rule the realms of pushing ourselves outside of consciousness, our mind. But we could literally do our head in when we get confronted with alternate perceptions to what is comfortable to us. Hence, we experience cognitive dissonance, and we have this fight, flight, or freeze reaction to something that looks new to us. Okay, so it takes a while to adopt new beliefs, hence why there's always going to naturally be division and conflict, and I could tell 1,000 stories about what's going on in the globe at the moment. But to you, Capricorn, okay, there's something here. A structure, a foundation had to come crumbling down. And if I'm connecting in with a lot of Capricorns that are making the most of this Aquarian energy and have heard the call, because this is your awakening card, okay, you knew that this old way of doing things had to crumble, and you are in the process of still ripping down old structures, old partnerships, old connections, old ways of being for self, okay? Especially that were not good for your health, especially for matters that were stagnating and needed to be addressed. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. So this is you building from the ground up with a very strong focus on security, longevity, willing to work through, push through, no matter how long it takes, okay? What's coming up in the future as far as the greater return on this Aquarian energy for you guys is the return. All right, the Seven of Coins promises a return to you. So I do want to suggest that in the next 3 years, as you focus, there's a lot of money here, okay? A lot of security, a lot of practicality, commitments, tangible. It doesn't just have to be money. It's what is tangible, not just thought about, felt, talked about. It is something that is an action, okay? It is a doing, and that is a very, very big part of manifestation. We can say that we want to connect into the law of attraction and manifest all we want, but in our very human way, we get stuck in fear and we don't do anything about it. So that just freezes as far as it being a concept, a moment in time, and it just lives there in the ether as a dream, and we can actually really stagnate in that energy by just sort of hanging on to the past, hanging on to visions and hopes of the future. But it's in manifestation that we are demanded, we are pushed to make an action, because that can't happen without us, and that's how we draw forth that creation. So whatever it is, Cappy, to me this is very much about balance. This is about remembering the messages of last year, about connecting into heart space, connecting into your intuition, remembering what you had decided as far as this wholesome concept of health and bringing everything into balance. I can be very generalistic when I say that Cappys are great at finances and business and all that, but where do you want to experience abundance in another area of your life, okay? How can you enhance your ability to do that for self by focusing on health in a wholesome way? But it's also your physical environment is the other focus. So watch how your physical reality really does get brought down, or has been brought down and completely transforms at your will and choosing, thanks to your decision to really dot your I's, cross your T's, commit to the future, get clear on the new partnerships, connections that you want in your life moving forward. After, let's face it, massive karmic closures last year. That's what you guys were processing. There was a lot of retrograde energy, okay? Gotta love yous and leave yous. I've spoken enough. That's your quick read for the week, Cappy. Week beginning, God, I keep saying January. Sometimes I say November. That was February the 8th, weekly reading. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by heading above to the Indigo Ascension shop link. If you're watching on YouTube, those details in the description box below. Have an amazing week and take care.